Welcome to Aptitude Simple. In this video we are going to see the divisibility test for complicated numbers starting from 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23 and 29. So let's get into the shortcuts. So we are first going to start off with the divisibility test for 7. So let's take for an example we have a number 8722. We need to check whether this number is divisible by 7. So all our focus on this divisibility test is going to be on the unit digit for the given number. So we are going to focus on the unit digit. So in this number 2 is the unit digit. So I'm just going to take out the unit digit and I'm going to multiply it by 2. Okay. So 2 into 2 gives me a value 4 and this 4 will be subtracted from the remaining digits of the given number. So what is the remaining digits of the given number? You have 872. So 872 minus 4 gives me 868. Okay. So again in this particular value 868. Okay, we have the unit digit that is 8. Okay, and again I'm going to repeat the step. I'm just going to take 8, okay, and I'm multiplying with the value 2. Okay, so 2 is going to be the constant multiplication value on all the unit digits of the results. Okay, so 8 into 2 gives me 16. Okay, so in this particular intermediate step we have 86 as the remaining digit. Okay, so we have multiplied 8 by 2. Okay, we are getting a remainder value, we are getting a value that is 16. Okay, so this 16 will be subtracted from 86. So that gives me a value 70. So in this step itself it is evident, okay, that this particular value will be divisible by 7. Okay, and still if you are not confident, okay, and again I'm going to take the unit digit 0 and I'm going to multiply it by 2. That again gives me a value 0. So the remaining value is 7 here. Okay, so 7 will be 0 will be subtracted from 7, okay, to give me a value 7. Okay, so in any of the intermediate step or at the final step, if you are going to get a value that is exactly divisible by 7, okay, then this whole number is divisible by 7. Okay, so this is the divisibility test for 7. Okay, so next we are going to see the divisibility test for 11. Okay, so let's take for an example, I have a number 2112. Okay, so as I told you, my focus is going to be on the unit digit. Okay, so the unit digit here is 2. I'm going to multiply the unit digit 2 by a value that is 1. Okay, so 2 into 1 gives me 2. Okay, so the left out digits in the original number is 211. Right, so I'm bringing 211 down and I'm going to subtract the value 2 from 211. It gives me a value 209. Right, so now in this particular number 209, okay, so I'm going to take again the unit digit and I'm going to multiply it by 1. So 9 into 1 gives me 9. Okay, and this 9 will be subtracted from the remaining digit that is 20. Okay, so 20 minus 9 gives me a value that is 11. So it is evident that 11 is going to be divisible by 11 itself. In this particular scenario, okay, the whole entire number is going to be divisible by 11. Okay, so there is another alternate way, okay, where you can see the divisibility test for 11. So alternate digits can be taken and summed up and you have to see the difference between them is 0 or the value is divisible by 11. Okay, so I'm taking the same example 2112. Okay, so we can see the alternate digits. Okay, so in the odd place you have the value 2 and 1. So I marked it in red, and in the even places I have the value that is 1 and 2, that is marked in yellow. Okay, so I'm going to sum up the odd places value. Okay, and I'm going to sum up the even places value. Okay, and I'm going to see the difference between the sum of odd digits and then the sum of even digits. Okay, so here in this case the sum of odd digits is 2 and 1, that is 2 plus 1 gives me a value 3, and the sum of even digits 1 plus 2 gives me a value 3. So finally what I have to do, I have to subtract, okay, the values between the odd digits and then the even digits. Okay, so 3 minus 3 again gives me a value that is 0. So if you are arriving at a value that is 0, okay, or any value that is divisible by 11, okay, then the entire number is divisible by 11. Right, so next we are going to see the divisibility test for 13. Okay, so let's say for example I have a number 49361. I need to check this number is divisible by 13. Right, so again my focus is on the unit digit and I'm going to multiply this unit digit by the value 4. Okay, so 1 into 4 gives me a value 4 and the remaining digits in the given number is 4936. So 4 will be added with 4936. Okay, 4936 plus 4 gives me a value that is 4940. Okay, so again my focus is on the unit digit. So in the unit digit I have the value 0. Okay, so 0 will be multiplied by 4. Again I get a value 0 and this value will be added with the remaining value that is 494. So that gives me a value again 494. And in this particular intermediate number, okay, I'm going to carry out the unit digit 4. I'm multiplying it by 4. It gives me a value that is 16. Okay. Now 16 will be added with the remaining digits of the number, that is 49. Okay. So 49 plus 16 gives me a value that is 65. So 65 will be divisible by 13 5 times. Okay. And still if you are not confident, okay, again we can repeat the step. I'm taking 5 and I'm multiplying it by the value 4. It gives me a value of 20. And the remaining digit is 6. So 20 is added with the value that is 6. Okay. So that gives me a value that is 26, which is divisible by 13. Right. So next I'm going to see the divisibility test for 17. So for 17, let's say for example, I have a value that is 3961. I need to check this number is divisible by 17. So I'm going to take the unit digit 1. 1 is multiplied by the value that is 5, and it will be subtracted from the remaining digit, that is 396. So 396 minus 5 will give me a value of 391. So again my focus on the unit digit in the intermediate result. Okay, so 1 will be multiplied by 5 again. Okay, so that gives me a value of 5, and the remaining digit in the given number is 39. Okay, so 39 minus 5 gives me a value 34. Okay, so it is evident that 17 into 2 is 34. At this intermediate step, you can come to a conclusion that this number is divisible by 17. But again, if you are not confident, okay, so 4 can be multiplied by 5, that gives me a value of 20. Okay, so this 20 will be subtracted from the remaining digit, that is 3. Okay, so 3 minus 20 will give me a value of minus 17, which is again divisible by the value that is 17. Right. So next we are going to see the divisibility test for 19. So for 19, let's say for example, I have a number 101175. So I need to check whether this number is divisible by 19. So my focus is on the unit digit, that is 5. So 5 will be multiplied by 2, that gives me a value of 10. And this 10 will be added with the remaining digit, okay, 10117. Okay. So that gives me a value that is 10127. So again in this particular step, I am going to take the unit digit and I am multiplying it by 2. Okay, so 7 into 2 gives me 14, and this 14 will be added with 1012, that gives me a value of 1026. So again I am going to take the unit digit value, that is 6, which is multiplied by 2. Okay, so 6 into 2 gives me 12, and this 12 will be added with the value that is 102 to give me a value 114. Right. So again I am going to take the value that is 4. 4 will be multiplied by 2 to give me a value of 8, and this 8 will be added with the remaining digit, that is 11. So 11 plus 8 gives me a value 19. So this number is exactly divisible by 19. Right. So next we are going to see the divisibility test for 23. So let's say for example, I have a number 1173 and I need to check whether this number is divisible by 23. Okay, so my focus on the unit digit, so I'm going to take 3 and I'm going to multiply it with 7. So 3 into 7 gives me 21, and this 21 will be added with the remaining digit, that is 117, to give me a value that is 138. Okay, so in this 138, okay, I'm going to take the last digit 8 and I'm going to multiply it by 7 to give me a value that is 56. And this 56 will be added with the remaining digits of the 138, that is 13. So 13 plus 56 will give me a value of 69. Right. So again, if you are trying to, so 23 into 3 gives me a value of 69. So that means that this particular number is divisible by 23. But if you are still not confident, what you can do is you can again multiply 9 by 7. That gives me a value of 63. And this 63 will be added with 6 again to give me a value of 69. Okay. So which means this number is exactly divisible by 23. So the last one we are going to see the divisibility test for 29. So let's say for example, I take a number 5916. I need to check whether this number is divisible by 29. So I take the unit digit, and this unit digit 6 will be multiplied by a value 3. That gives me a value of 18. And this 18 will be added with 591. That is the remaining digits of the number. Okay. So 591 plus 18 gives me a value of 609. So in this 609, I am going to take again the unit digit 9. I am going to multiply it by 3. That gives me a value of 27. And this 27 will be added with the remaining value, that is 60. So 60 plus 27 will give me a value of 87. So 87, 29 into 3 is 87. If you are very strong with the multiplication table, 29 into 3 is 87. So this number should be divisible by 29. But still, if you are not confident, I'm just going to multiply the value 7 into 3. That gives me value 21, and that will be added with the remaining digit, that is 8. So 8 plus 21 gives me a value of 29. So this number will be divisible by 29. Coming to a very quick summary. Okay, so I have just listed out the divisibility numbers here, and what is the digit that you have to multiply for the unit digit, and what is the operation that you are going to perform on the remaining numbers. Okay, so this is just a glimpse of it. So you can take this video, you can watch it once, and you try to apply different values and check the divisibility. So to end up with, I have a trivia for you. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to check, okay, whether this number 431312882 is exactly divisible or not by 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23 and 29. Okay, so you're going to check whether this particular number is exactly divisible by all these numbers. So you have to work it out individually for 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23 and 29. You can post your answers in the comment section. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you.